We started last episode watching two powerful realms duking it out. The Republic of Mexico was attacking the Mexican Republic. If they won, they would totally annex their only rival in the region. We intervened on the side of the Mexican Republic, but we were unable to stop them from being taken by the Republic of Mexico. They then became our great rival in the Mexican standoff. Their conqueror Jefes and their administrative government made them formidable opponents. We went to several wars with them anyway. We won some and we lost some. But they only grew stronger, while we were stagnating. It became clear that we would not defeat them through war. So we bent our knee and willingly accepted their lordship over us. This was not a surrender, no. We are still determined to conquer them, but we will do it from the inside. Hello, my name is Michael, and welcome to the next episode in the Mexican Standoff playthrough. Now, as you saw in the intro, last episode we fought against the Republic, and the Republic won. So this episode we will be working to rise through the ranks and take over the Republic. That will put us in the prime position to unite Mexico once and for all and end the Mexican standoff. Now, it's a good thing, really, in some ways, that we are under the protection of the Republic of Mexico, as the current Primera is a conqueror, a fantastic character, very young. Yeah, she is going to be doing a lot. And the nice thing about administrative government is that when we take over, we will actually inherit the conqueror trait. Now, usually I'm not a huge fan of the conqueror trait, as it tends to make things a lot easier and it's kind of random when you get it, but I don't mind getting it through administrative inheritance, as, we actually did do something to earn it. So that's going to be our goal for this episode. We are ambitious, which is fitting, cynical, which is going to be useful as we will probably end up changing our faith, and we're sadistic, which is not that great, but the dread is nice. We are also loyal, apparently. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to be aggressively grabbing for the throne, I'm more going to focus on my own deal, improving my own position gradually, and I think that will lead to us naturally becoming elected as the next premier or whatever of Mexico. We are feudal in the administrative realm, so we can just change to administrative at any point, but before that I wanna have greater control over my vassals, because when we convert to administrative we will probably lose a bunch of our levy, and that will make it harder for us to deal with our vassals, especially as they don't like us very much. So before I convert to administrative, I'm going to increase my control over my current vassals. Okay, so I'm holding my first court as this character, and here we have our vassal, one of our powerful vassals. She absolutely hates us. We conquered her recently, and she is of the wrong faith. But she is of the correct faith for the Republic of Mexico, and that is the faith that we will be converting to in this episode. Their tenets are interventionism, which is basically the same as our Santa Cristiada tenet. There are a few differences, but I don't think that there's anything important there. Ecclesiarchy, which is nice to have, and Pursuit of Power, which is absolutely fantastic. Probably the most powerful tenet in the game. They are fundamentalists, so yeah, they absolutely hate everyone who isn't them. So I guess we better convert to their faith ASAP. And currently, she is asking me to give her religious protection, which is fine. I want her religion to be protected, I'll be joining her soon, and that way I get a weak hook on her. Or I can get some money, or an artifact, or contract change. No, I'll just take a favor. The best way, I think, to adopt the faith is probably just to go to my liege and do the adopt faith decision. That doesn't cost me any piety, I can just do it. Oh, never mind. I do actually need piety, I need quite a bit. Okay, fine, so I guess that's what we'll be focusing on for now, getting more piety. Oh, never mind, here's a better way. Because we're an administrative government, there is a state faith, and that gives us the option to simply adopt the state faith. Not only does it not cost us piety, it actually gives us piety. And every vassal will apparently gain opinion of me. Does that include all the vassals that aren't of the state faith? We shall see. No, that doesn't include all the vassals that aren't of the state faith, that's fair enough. But now that I'm a fundamentalist, I can go ahead and retract land from my infidel vassals. So let's start with this incapable guy. So this is a good time to fight my vassals, as one of them is incapable. This one is fighting a civil war and is not doing great, it seems. And this one, well, this one has disappointed me. I changed to her faith after giving her religious protection, and she still rose up against me just because she hates me. Oh well, that's fine then. Oh well, that's just unfortunate. Well, I guess I just have to deal with cancer now. I should also start focusing on my heir, who is now my eldest daughter. Because our new faith is equal when it comes to sexes, it's my eldest daughter, not my son, that inherits. So that kinda changes things. I am raising her to be a Diplo education character, and I'm noticing she is still Cristero. That's not good. She really does need to change her faith before she takes over. But whatever, we'll deal with that in time. Oh great, and while I'm dealing with this civil war, now I have to deal with this guy who is currently dying from a lot of things. Okay, maybe if I just ignore this guy, he'll just, die of disease and leave me alone. So it looks like our Primera won't be protecting us from everyone, just from people outside of Mexico. Understandable. And there we go, I just won my civil war. And just like that, I have full control over my vassals. Your stuff is now mine. And your stuff is now mine. Wait, what? I can't do it because he's currently fighting his own little rebellion. Sorry, not a rebellion, he's invading someone, okay. Fine, I guess I'll just wait for him to lose that. But you, Leader Chera, you are a huge disappointment. I thought we could be friends. Your stuff is now mine. Oh, here's fun. I can make my heir cynical. That will make it easier for her to convert to my faith. Yeah, look at that. It used to be 34%, now she's at 84%. Wonderful. Oh, okay, well, screw you too, Sandaleria. You'll be the correct faith sooner or later. I've been battling this guy, my regent. I have no idea how he became my regent, or why I don't seem to have the option to cancel his rule. I mean, it just says cannot rule by themselves, but why not, man? Is it because I have cancer? I'm not incapable or anything. We'll see. So it looks like that this guy, my fellow vassal who is attacking me, has recovered from measles, and even though he's still in poor health, it looks like his little border raid on my realm will be won by one side or the other. And honestly, I don't mind letting him win, because if I do surrender, I don't actually lose anything. I mean, my vassal in that county loses some control and development and maybe a building. And of course, this guy will get some money, but I personally don't really lose anything. And with his ally, he does have more troops than me. And I don't have a lot of money, so I'm just gonna let him have that win. Meanwhile, I'm gonna focus on my own vassals and take more of their stuff. I'm going to replace them with good Alineo de Orato subjects. Well, here's a downside of being under someone else's protection, because sometimes they just fail to protect you. My Primera here is declaring a whole bunch of conquest wars, and now some people are fighting back, and they're fighting back on my land. They're occupying my stuff, reducing control, being super annoying. Well, I guess I'll just have to endure it. Oh my god, well that's not good. So this character did have a lover before I started playing as him, and I guess I should have probably ended that relationship, but I guess I thought it wouldn't cause any problems. But my lover was captured by my liege, and when she discovered about my lover's secret, she captured me as well. Okay, so what to do now? I guess I'll just break up with my lover so it doesn't cause any problems in the future. It does kinda suit my character as he is sadistic. And now, how do I get the heck out of this prison? Okay, whatever, I guess I'll just pay 200 gold. A good deal indeed. My wife, by the way, absolutely hates me. And from different fates, and now she has learned I'm unfaithful. And look, I still am trying to deal with this guy, this regent. And I don't wanna have both a wife and a regent that both hate me, so thankfully we can just easily divorce whenever we want with this faith. So goodbye, wifeykins, you're too much of a threat. Now, I was gonna finish the fitness expert tree so that I would live as long as I can with this character, but now I'm not sure that's such a good idea with cancer. Actually, you know what I do? Let's live as long as we can even with cancer, mostly so that we can outlive my regent and not have him be a serious menace to our heir. Okay, now all of a sudden I can rule on my own. Of course, he is going to refuse, but that's okay, that just means that I get more points on the scales of power. So yeah, go away. He went down from level 4 to level 3, and I will be able to ask him to go away again in about a year. Okay, good. Okay, it looks like I outlived my last regent. He died from an illness, and now I have a loyal regent to work for me. Wonderful. I am still gonna swing the scales of power towards myself. Now that I'm in full control of my vassals, I think it's time that we moved to centralized administration. It costs us a little bit of money, it's fine. Reorganizing a realm the size of our kingdom is no small feat. What was once a network of personal loyalties is now a state with governors and officials. Adopting administrative government has made all of our vassals administrative as well. That's good, we don't have to worry about that. Oh, but our vassals are no longer our vassals. They are now answering directly to the Primera Jefa. Okay, well, I am thinking that we'll probably get them back because we are their de jure liege. We are immediately considered a powerful family, this is good. We've become a fitness expert, nice, that will extend our lifespan for a bit. Now let's go to stewardship focus for the money and for hopefully increasing my personal domain to 6 out of 6, alright. There we go. This guy is now my vassal again, and so is this lady, and just like that, I control my land again fully. Except now I'm also the administrative government, meaning we don't get as much levy, but we get a lot more men-at-arms, as well as money, and we get access to our new estate. What I'm going to be doing for now is increasing my estate, increasing my domain, basically increasing my income as well as my influence gain as much as possible. I also need to convert my kingdom to our new faith. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do that with my court chaplain as our current struggle phase doesn't allow it. So we'll have to be patient with that, probably fight off a few more peasant uprisings. And I'd say it's mostly just a matter of time before we are eligible to be the next Primo of Mexico. You know what, I'm just gonna call it Jefe, the next Jefe of Mexico. Nice, and becoming steward of the Republic will certainly help my ambitions in the long run. Look at that, just from that I started getting like 3 more gold per month. I guess that's my new salary. Plus, of course, being on my liege's council gives me extra 20% in this lifestyle experience gain. And we get our first governance issue. Public land. My judgment as governor is needed. With blatant disregard for the traditional rights of the commoners, a local magnate is illegally hoarding lands. Alright, let's deal with that. So, I guess I need a caravan master as well as some mercenaries. Thank you very much. Might as well hire a desert warrior. Okay, let's go. Upon my arrival, I'm immediately received by the local leader in her manse. Let's not speak of frivolities, I open sternly. A good plenty of irregularities and illegal deals emerge when one considers closer your recent land acquisitions. Trinidad is sheepish but unperturbed. My good friend, you know how these things are. There is such bureaucracy and the unschooled peasants are so very ignorant and slow to grasp the law. One wishes sometimes to swiftly see their business through. Can you blame me for this? I'm going to say keep the land but let the locals cultivate it, because that gives me 10 points in the governor trait. And the governor trait, well, it's certainly fun to have. It gives us more influence, more stewardship. Yeah, let's do that. We have an opportunity to form a hybrid culture with these guys here. They are Mesoamerican heritage while we are Novo-Hispano heritage. They are in the Gilded Age while we are still in the Silver Age. And I really like this cultural tradition of parochialism. Let's form a hybrid culture with them. Okay, so our ethos is spiritual, but I do prefer cosmopolitan. We'll keep the Novo-Hispano heritage and we'll keep the Metropolitano language. So as for our cultural traditions, we'll keep parochialism, ancient miners, we'll keep the Day of the Dead, we'll keep Cheraria. We'll keep warrior priests, even though we no longer follow the faith where our clerics are also commanders. With the warrior priest cultural tradition, we get monastery lines of building, provide additional prowess and martial bonuses. And that's useful for us because we can now actually hold temples as our new faith is lay clergy, meaning that we can hold temples. And we'll keep life is just a joke. We get 4 new innovations, wonderful, so even more men-at-arms. We get sheriffs, which doesn't do much for us, frankly. We get battlements, nice for better buildings. And we get these guys, meaning we can recruit tiger warriors. Okay, so this is a unique type of light infantry with better stats. Not only farmers of Sierra Madre del Sul, it is also a title used by Mesoamerican captains to elite mercenary companies hired by various Tlatku and lords. They are famous for their eccentric and colorful garbs and wide-brimmed hats adorned with various ribbons and flowers. Neat. And most of my vassals convert as well. Great. This is a good decision, I think. Oh, but I'm not a huge fan of this color. Let's make it something a little more muted. Like this burgundy color. Nice. To a new age, a new era, a new people. And then there's this event that happens in the administrative government, where a random person will just arrive and randomly give you a strong hook on your liege. I mean, we can also take some stress loss, or we can try and get it the hook for free, but no, we just get a strong hook. I guess one of our ex-lover's children is revealed to be ours. Whatever. I lost a level of devotion again. I once already lost a level of devotion for fathering a bastard. Oh well. So what are we going to do with that strong hook? Ooh, I could have her declare me regent, but nah. I could do modify province administration. Let's see. Okay, so if I go frontier or naval, that will give me some combat bonuses and embarkation cost in the naval administration. But I can either go military or civilian. Civilian lets me develop my land faster. Military gives me more military. You know what? Since I am looking to develop my land as much as possible to give me all the gold and the influence I may need to take over, I'm going to go with civilian. I didn't even need to use a hook for that. So what am I going to use my hook for then? I mean, I could just demand payment for a one-time influx of gold, not really that awesome. I'm already under council. Well, you know what, she's relatively young. We can just go ahead and have a strong hook on her for now, and if we see an opportunity to use it, we'll use it then. We are 55 years old, and despite having the fitness expert trait, we are in poor health due to our cancer, so it's looking like there's going to be a succession relatively soon. My player heir is no longer my eldest daughter, but it is my son again. Simply because he is more competent. He is a 22 level Diplo character with a Grey Eminence education. He is also handsome, which works nice for him as well. He's decent at intrigue and kinda bad at everything else, but that's fine. He'll be a good character to continue playing as soon enough. Now, as it's looking like we are going to die before our liege, we might as well use the hook we have on her to demand payment. 300 gold, that's nice. We'll put that into our estate. As you can see, we're building it up to level 3. I've also built a market square. When it comes to our takeover over Mexico, we are currently 5th in line to inherit the empire. I'm not looking to do that with this character. I'm thinking that Filimon over here will be the one to become the jefe over all of Mexico out of our family. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, as we are in poor health anyway, and it's time for our next cancer treatment, let's go for it is too late for caution. Let's see what happens. And we've become disfigured, but I get greatly reduced symptoms. Well, I suppose that's something. We take over as Filimon. We are a 29-year-old young man, and our jefe is 49. So we will probably outlive her, meaning that I'm hoping that this is the character that ends up inheriting the Republic of Mexico. We are currently 8th in line, but that will change. We are gaining a good deal of money and some influence. That's all from our estate as well as our personal domain. I built crop fields in every single one of our counties. We have a level 4 Diplo education, so I think it's a good idea to go down that road. We'll use the Majesty focus for some extra prestige. And we really don't need to be murdering random caravan masters. I don't need people to hold that over my head and become known as a murderer later. Man, our jefe has been busy. Look at that, she conquered all of this. So that's basically the entire de jure Empire of Mexico and Mayab, and a good part of Arido America. When we take over, we'll probably have to end up sort of dealing with all of these vassals. We don't want any king-level rulers under us after all. I'm 5th in line now, but I'm pretty close to the top-level guys. Now, this one here, the first one in line, is in poor health. She's old. As soon as she dies, I'm going to invest my own influence and sort of put myself forward as the heir to Mexico. You know, all this time playing in Mexico, and we haven't celebrated the Day of the Dead. It looks like it may give us renown, piety, family opinion, prestige, or stress loss. Well, I could do with some stress loss. Oh, but it can only be done between September and November. Alright, I'll see you then. Okay, here we are, let's do it. We'll do it in our capital, no need for mercenaries. So it looks like we only have the Honor the Dead intent, no activity options, alright. As part of the process of ofrenda, I find myself in the graveyard for the members' Niño alongside my guests. We clean and tidy the graves of our forefathers so that their spirits may rest in comfort and the respect that they deserve. I can say cleaning is a servant's job. Get some renown in exchange for prestige. Oops, I accidentally clicked that. I didn't even see what I did. An ofrenda is the core of this celebration. It is an offering to the dead. In the day we honor with the deceased children of Nino as part of Dia de los Angelitos, with an ofrenda of toys, snacks and sweets. Okay, so we honor the dead children, I guess, that's morbid. And how much money do we want to spend in exchange for renown? Let's do the maximum amount. We get plus 50 in house opinion as well as 150 renown, alright. The parade. A final tradition, though not participated in by all, are the parades and festivals of San Luis Potosi, where people of all ages sing and dance in the streets, with faces painted like calaveras. Alright. Time to party, just lose some stress or gain piety. Nah, I could lose some stress. And conclusion. The Day of the Dead has concluded. Alright. We may have a bit of a problem. You see, the Republic of Mexico doesn't actually have any de jure land. And that seems to be messing up the succession a little bit, as I don't have any options to actually influence my candidacy to get that title. It's all just random duchies and kingdoms. It's looking like if I want to get elected Jefe of Mexico, I can only do that by slandering other people. Okay, fine then. Yeah, it seems like the Republic of Mexico, as a title that doesn't have any de jure titles under it, no one can actually vote for either themselves or for others to actually get their title. This is a different title, this is a kingdom level title for the Kingdom of Mexico, but you can't actually vote for the Republic of Mexico. So, ironically, the Republic is more monarchic than monarchies. Okay, just from being patient and building up my character and my domain, I am now the heir to the Republic of Mexico. The current Jefe is in poor health and very old. However, I am just barely in the first place. We're basically tied together with the second person in line. I'm currently doing this scheme to promote myself. That should give me a little extra boost. But man, I would really like it if this person were to just let me have Mexico already. I think I've earned it. I mean, it's really annoying that you kinda have this broken mechanic where you can't actually use the influence mechanic to get yourself or whoever to be the successor as you should be able to. Oh yeah, and also the Black Death is here. Everyone is covered. Well, except for these lucky bastards here and these lucky bastards here. But yeah, that's a good thing actually. We have a better chance of surviving than the AI Empress, and the sooner she dies the better. Okay, the promote scheme does work. Now I just need to keep doing that. This is so stressful. So I'm barely in first place still, and literally all I'm doing is promoting myself and slandering my fellow contenders for the throne, all the while praying that this old Aja woman just kicks the bucket already so that I can have Mexico that rightly belongs to me, I have decided. Also, can we talk about this? Her name is Ex-Aja Julia. What the heck kind of name is that? Oh my god, yes, thank you. Ex-Salia or whatever died of old age finally at the age of 78, granting me the Republic of Mexico. We've done it, guys, we're at the top. And now we need to stay on top. And we need to end the Mexican standoff. But that's gonna have to be for next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you then.